All right, let's break down the Cleveland Browns Week 8 offense. Start 12 personnel. And we're going to go motion across into 2x2. Just going to play action this into a screen that early down man coverage sniffs out. The linebacker's ready for it. D tackle is also prepared for it as well. Okay, so you'll see eyes here are on the back and are quite prepared for what is coming. You try to call these against zone as often as you can, or try to pick off the one player, right? Like if you can get this cut off right here, right, you have a chance to get out. When we don't get it cut off, it's a 2-yard loss. Yeah, so there you go. That's the start. 2 yards backward. Now we're in gun. We are, I think, in 11 personnel now. Again, motioning across, getting a man coverage indicator. We're in 2 tight wings. So we're now with 2 very light wide receivers. We have welcomed how many Patriots into the box? 6, 7, 8, 9 guys in the box. You try to run against that, where this guy can't block a soul. Hasn't done it all year. He's undersized. I don't really know why we're inviting these bodies inside. I really don't. I don't understand it. Unless you have a great set of pass concepts off this look, which they don't have. Yeah, is there a potential for a cut off of the tackle here? Sure, but he's still head up and can get rid of you and go this way. Fit. The concept's design is to push and then push through here. But you have a bunch of extra bodies and a blown block right there. And that's the result you get. And 2nd and 12 is now 3rd and very long. Now, you do get a funky look from the Patriots. So they've got 6 across the board that you're thinking are coming. They're trying to give you a zone coverage indicator behind it, right? So you're not totally worried about it. The backside shallow, and this is the risk you run if you do run man coverage against off-man coverage against shallows and these concepts. You do have a chance to get burned on these, and the shallow burns them. They get a nice little organic pick there, and it turns into a big gain. Okay? So that works out well. Nothing crazy about that concept. That's just beating what the defense put on the field as they bring 5 and they have no low hole sitter, even though they do get a man free, right? We don't do between these 3 right here. We don't do a good enough job of here, and looping, picking this up. So if this ball isn't thrown when it's thrown, could have been a sack, but nonetheless, nice job picking up 19 yards. Out of 2x2, again, a very condensed formation. Motioning Samson wide. We're going to get that motion they used last week where they're putting the, back into pistol. Downhill counter concept. Not awful. Not bad. Let's speed this up a little bit. We're going to move off of this. You're going to see the guard. Batonio is going to pull down and kick. We're going to try to get Fannin up and through on this counter. Try to act like we're going left and come back right. It's not bad. We just need a better block and more, 44's got to get after it. We also need to try to get 51 blocked, but that's a challenge to get 51 blocked from that alignment. But again, it's a nice 5-yard gain on first down. 4 or 5 yards are not a problem. And 11 personnel, we're going to go fly sweep to the weak side, and it works wonderfully. And a great cut from Corley. Nicely done. Good 31-yard run, right? Really nice run. Probably don't do enough of this based on Corley, who's an extension of your run game at times as a wide receiver. Great run. 31 yards. The one explosive play of the day. Well, 2 if you include this touchdown here. So now we're going to go heavy personnel. Extra offensive linemen on this side. Fullback in the backfield, right? Whiteheart right here. So we're getting big. First down, let's sell run. Let's play action off of it. to the 2-man side. You get them going in man coverage. And look what you get. You get the second level here confused about who's on the fullback. You insert him and get him on a corner route instead of having him slide to the flat because you take a tight end to the intermediate and then run a flood concept the traditional way. Let's get a little weird with it and let's climb and throw it. That's pretty easy. Make defenses think a little bit. Do something a little bit different. Right? Spillane tries to blitz. Joel kind of misses anybody he could block on this. But we get an answer. We'll take it. Touchdowns are welcome. Next time out. Spread here. I think this is 11 personnel. And we got Njoku in the slot down here. I don't see Fannin, so I think it's 11. And we're just running 2 stick routes with curls at 10 yards. Just trying to pick on underneath coverage here is what I think they got going on. We do find the throw in the slot there too. I think it's Jamari Thrash. Our center gets dog walked into the lap of the quarterback. So does our left guard. The football's out fast enough to get rid of it and pick up 9 yards. Actually 10. I think they got a first down. Back to YY 12 personnel. What I mean by YY is these guys is Y is usually the letter for the tight end. So we're down 2 Y players on the alphabet, right? A tailback is usually an A, or sometimes people give an R tag. Then you have a Z, then you'll have an X. So alphabetized positions that are pretty universal. Motion again. We're going to go with a little wind back, which is something I've been asking for. So it's nice to see. Sell run one direction and cut back off of it. Create some better angles. Again, nice little first down run. Watch how the football extension one way gets the linebackers going one direction, then you get better block back angles. All right, we'll take a 5-yard run. 2nd and 5. Bannon's in motion out of 11 personnel. And we just go back to poorly spaced. The thing that makes these spacing concepts effective is when you have the appropriate amount of space stretching a team out. This triangle on the left side is not hard to cover. He can be underneath this to make the quarterback throw this, and he can still recover and make a tackle. It's not challenging. It's not challenging. Could the quarterback have come to the speed out on the right side? Maybe, I don't know, but that's a pretty dang good NFL corner in the boundary. You think you're getting 3 over 2 to the left side. I think that you can make sense of that, but I just don't like the spacing. I don't like the spacing on it. Pretty clean protection on that one. All right, now we're in 3rd and medium or so on this. Now we're back in tight 2x2 alignment against a 3 deep, 2 under fire zone. It's not even a fire zone. This is just a blitz. So Patriots are going to go cover 3 here, roll 2, punch out 1, bring these 3, bring these 3. So you got to throw hot. 3 over 2. The 3 deep, 2 under. Drag route is open. I mean, we're just predetermining a throw at the sticks, which the corner is sitting on. There's no indicator for me with the corner playing flat foot that that's the answer. And that it very easily could have been picked off. The middle of the field can be your answer against the blitz. Look at the drag. It's not his job. I mean, he's got to throw to the open player. Not his job to throw it away to save the offense. Technically, everybody's where they're supposed to be, right? You can even punch out here and go and find this answer. But predetermining a throw to the corner or to the out route that's not how football should be played, man. We can't do that. So 7-3, you get a turnover. Now you're going to try to run this concept right here, okay? where you're going to try to block it up, slide to the flat. There is no RPO pairing with this to make a defense think, hey, I should be slow here, or make him hop inside 2 steps or something. Nope, we're just going to run it as is. We're going to run it out of a straight drop. No, these tackles are giving you pass indicators, not downhill run indicators, right? And we're going to run it out of 12 personnel, tight end, and that brings on a third linebacker right here. And on top of all of this third linebacker look, we're also going to have this guy be a 170-pound wide receiver blocking a linebacker on this play. I think you can tell where the results are going. Also an inaccurate throw from the quarterback that doesn't help anything out. I decided, hey, let's look around the NFL. Let's see what some other teams might be doing. Saw this on Sunday Night Football. So what they do is come out and put their YY to the boundary. Okay, so yeah, they're 12 personnel as well, but they're in YY. And that brings the extra second level defender to that side, right? Then they say, hey, let's see if they can adjust to quick motion and sliding him to the flat. They don't. They don't move him. They don't roll down and move back. We challenge them to be right all the time. We also pair it with an RPO up front that makes this look like run, which invites guys downhill. And watch the difference in the same concept we're trying to get to. We're trying to get to this tight end slide. Watch how different this feels. Why does it feel different? Run indicators. Run indicator, run indicator, run indicator. Messes with him. They don't adjust and come down and bump back or anything because the formation and the motion are purposeful paired with everything else. Perfect angles, safety block, corner blocking a safety, not a linebacker, excuse me. Wide receiver blocking a safety here, not a linebacker. You know, guys, I don't know. I'm just an idiot behind a screen. But there's just, what are we doing? What are we doing? Second and long. Now, just a little short motion. I actually like running this short motion, this little shuffle motion from the tight end right here. I like running it where you don't snap it with him in motion every time because it's usually a snap count indicator, and it kind of messes with New England's ability to get off on time, and it creates some vertical push and a nice run. So most teams are like, oh, he's in motion short. They're going to snap it right then and there. 97 starts to get a little cheat into his step. They get a good job trapping that. I think it's the 3 tech. No, it's the 1 tech they trap, and they climb, and they do a nice job here, actually. There you go. They get a nice run out of it. 3-by-1 tight. Trying to get on third down. A little confusion, okay? So we're going to get a dig from Judy, a corner route from Bond, and a stick route from Thrash outside. Patriots bust the coverage. Now, at the moment that the coverage is busted right here, the quarterback has had to punch out. So I don't really fault him for not getting to this in structure. The left tackle is getting bullied into his lap. I understand that, but I don't fault him for not throwing this quite yet because he doesn't know who's going to run with him and who does or who doesn't run with him. And even the hips align the way they are, it's not really an anticipatory throw to me, okay? Not a throw I want him to make before this pressure destructs the pocket. But right here, my brother, when you're outside the pocket and you got your eyes on it, you need to be able to rip this throw to him toward the sideline right now. Right now. It's got to be thrown. Why are we setting our feet and then throwing off of our back foot? And like it's an absolute lame duck. What are we doing? NFL quarterbacks got to be able to punch out and throw this right now. Right now. It's got to be thrown. How are we thinking? Let's set our feet. Oh my God. This is an indicator to me that you can't. It's hard to envision you doing this successfully. So ball's got to be thrown, man. It's got to be thrown right once you punch out. now. Like, you got to be able to see it and get it thrown while on the move. I mean, if you can't do that, if that's something that he can't get to, then you got bigger, broader problems. Next possession, after missing the field goal, we go counter. We log the counter, bounce it outside. Let's see what we're doing. So we're going counter to the weak side. So we technically are trying to kick out 44. If he's down inside, we'll turn and log him and then try to bounce this to the outside, which is what happens here. You log it, you meet the next guy. The problem is nobody gets to 14, and the people that should be trying to get to 14 are right there. So this double team right here should combo here and then be able to climb here. We're pulling for this player, and we're pulling for this player. We need you two to find a way to displace 92 and then be here either inside runner, or if he's an over-the-top runner, to try to take care of him. That's the goal. So we should try to do. We never get to him. 14's free. He doesn't totally make the play, but his presence causes us to bounce it all the way to the sideline. Still a nice first down gain, right? But not enough. They do go wind back again. Stretching. I'd like to see the football stretched a little more, sell it more out here instead of back here. Let's see where it goes wrong. We don't get to 14 again. You should have a great angle. 14 fits it. Left guard doesn't do a good enough job displacing 94. It's a short run. Next snap is third and medium, 3rd and 5. You used your man indicator motion, but to the Patriots' credit, they did a good job disguising this as zone. And still, route concept-wise, we have a swing route, we have a outside release takeoff, we have a shallow here, and then we have, as he comes back, a little angle that he's trying to sell outside and get back and win inside, and then I think you get a square in from number 1 outside. So this really relies on, can Bond win against coverage wherever that coverage is, because everything else is pretty simple to cover, and that's just, there's no real sell. So not only as Bond runs here, there is no head fake. There's like a double bad cut. He like cuts here. It's got to be one dead leg, left leg cut and get back inside. And it's just, it's not going to win at the NFL level. That is not going to win. Let's check protection. Not bad on the pass off. But all right, next possession out. After that 3rd down failure, we're going to motion in. We're going to play action. It's a 2-man concept. So we're looking to probably here and over top of it, see if we can stress this corner. The Patriots do a pretty good job of covering this one. You get a backside chip release from Thrash down here. And to the credit, we do find him late and get a nice play out of it. So credit where it's due. Covered on the field side. Play action concept you wanted to throw here. Punch out. Pretty good protection too. Punch out and find Thrash. It's a good job. That's creating a play when the play is done. Need more of that. All right, 2x2. Or actually, excuse me. You only have 1 tight end in down here at the bottom of the screen. 2 tight ends, but 1 to the nub side down here at the bottom. We got, twin receivers up top. Trying to run off, sell, flea flicker, right? We're going to hand it off, then we're going to toss it back, try to set up a screen, which had some legs. Let's watch it from the tight here. Had a chance if we don't, like the left tackle just loses his man. Now Spillane is probably there, number 14 here, probably there to disrupt it, but we can't lose this guy. I mean, we just lose him inside for no reason. And we can't get to throw a chance to be actually thrown to the tight end. So, failed trick play number 1. 2nd down, we bring a wide receiver in motion, who in this one I think is Larvadane coming here to the wing. I'm presuming they did this because they don't have anyone to block here, but nobody touches him. And that play is doomed from the start. Like, what are we bringing him over there into the wing for if he's not? I just don't understand what we're doing. It's like two double teams. We're climbing. Who's blocking 53? I guess we're running this right side, so we're not really worried about the backside backer. I don't really know. I mean, really, in theory, you could like to be through here on this concept and get a better block here. There's nobody for the backside end on a concept that requires somebody for the backside end, and Bond doesn't block a soul. I don't know what they're doing. Then this is the funniest bit. I get what they're trying to do. They can't create any plays. They're struggling on third downs. It's 3rd and long. So many times this year they've run this motion to 3x1 over here, throw the quick screen outside, block it, loop around and block it. So they say, hey, this time we're going to do that. We're going to throw it. We're going to we're going to fake the back in the backfield, and then we're going to throw it here, double pass, have him throw it back to Ford over here behind the offensive line. The problem is nobody respects it. Watch the Patriots slow play it all together. So Ford gets dismantled over here, 44 right here, just decapitates him, puts him on the ground. So he's down. So you want to throw it back to the running back who's not even there. You got Larvadain running all over the place trying to create. I'm actually surprised he got 3 yards. Desperate. Nothing tells you, your offense isn't working like calling those on 2 out of 3 plays. So they punt. Next possession, 2x2 in the backfield. Shuffle motion. Trying to go right side into an out, but it's cover 2. Kind of booked up everywhere. Perfect call, cover 2 on this for 2 curls and two flats. They just cover 2. You can cover that so easily. And again, nothing says we're throwing the ball like having Ford and Sampson in the game. They just don't hand the football to. More tight alignments out of 11 personnel. Trying to run inside zone. Maybe 2 yards. Inviting more bodies into the box to run zone. Still should be able to see if we can get something. I mean, at this point, everybody's kind of blocked. You'd like to think this is a play that you could get through here and have something. But I'm sure this is, I don't even know the outcome. I'm sure that's going to be an issue. I'm sure that's going to be an issue. And I'm sure that's going to be an issue. Let's see how it unfolds. Yep. Judy loses his guy. 14 is there. And really, honestly, we lose. It's the center loses 95 as well. So things in theory working don't quite go that way. So I think they're in 3rd and long again now. Might be 2nd. No, it's 3rd and 9. All right. So 3rd and 9, 11 personnel. We got curl flat down here to the bottom. So you'll see a curl right here. You'll see a swing here. I think you're getting like some verticals here. I'm not totally sure what the backside is running here. You're gonna get stick over the middle of the field at the down marker. You're gonna get an out route, and then I think you get a vertical outside from number 1. You do. All right. So here's the thing. What the 3-man side, if we're throwing the out, it's covered. No real inside movement to sell inside and get back out. It's just a rounded off out route, not open. Middle of the field, not open. Now, as we punch out and we get to the left side, there's nobody on Jerry Jeudy right here. His defender has fallen down. Nobody here. Why don't we throw it? Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. And since it's not thrown, Judy's like, all right, I'm open right now. You're out here looking at me. Since it's not thrown, I've got to presume that this guy behind me has, like, who he doesn't know is on the ground, is like right here behind me. So let me try to maybe turn up and come back or something, because the ball wasn't thrown right away. And then we try to throw it late. I don't know when he gets out of the pocket sometimes, I don't know what he's looking at. Dude, he's right in your line of sight right now. Throw it. Another third down miss. So I think we're in the first possession of the third quarter now.